Nicholas Berg, owner of Prometheus Methods Tower Service, was killed by Islamic terrorists in Iraq. After a contract to perform reconstruction work and the country fell apart, Berg was seeking work when he was captured in 2004. Berg of Westchester, Pennsylvania, attended 4 universities, and while at the University of Oklahoma, he invented a modular concrete block for use in tower construction and set up Prometheus Tower Services Incorporated in Kenya, where steel structures were cost prohibitive. The industrious contractor saw an opportunity to secure work for his company in Iraq and traveled to Mosul on March 14th of 2004. But Berg discovered, as many tower companies have found over the years, some promise overseas projects, even secured by a legal agreement, are steeped in corrupt payments, graft terms, shady owners, and they never materialize. While seeking other reconstruction work in Iraq, Berg, according to U.S. officials, was held almost 2 weeks by Iraqi forces, but an email received by the Berg family from a U.S. consular official said, and I quote, "I have confirmed that your son Nick is being detained by the U.S. military in Mosul," unquote. Press accounts identified that Berg was released from custody on April 6, 2004, and was advised by U.S. officials to take a flight out of Iraq with their assistance. But he stayed at the Al Fanar Hotel in Baghdad while reportedly seeking tower installation and maintenance work and planning how he would leave the country. Berg's family has never been able to find out why he was held in custody. On May 8, 2004, Berg's body was found decapitated on a Baghdad overpass by a U.S. military patrol. On May 11, 2004, people were appalled when they learned the truth about his shocking death when the website of the militant group Muntada al-Ansar posted a video with the opening title, "Abu Musab al-Zarqawi Slaughters an American," which shows in graphic detail 5 men jumping on the trussed Berg, carving at his neck as he screams, and displaying his severed head in the air while shouting, "God is great! God is great!" Nick's father, Michael, was notified about Nick's death by the U.S. State Department, and he grappled with whether or not to share the details of Nick's execution with his family. When my friend heard the news about Nick, I told him what I hadn't told anyone yet about how Nick was killed, and that I hadn't told my wife and kids, Michael told StoryCorps. His friend encouraged him to tell his family, and an hour after he told them, the video of Nick's execution was broadcast on the internet. To know Nick was to know a unique individual, a real one-of-a-kind person who was creative, genius, and wanted to harness that creative genius to help whoever was in need, said his father, Michael.
And here we are at the Montefiore Cemetery here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And here is the grave of Nicholas Berg. I've been here once before, and it took me 2 hours to find this grave, and I had to come back because I accidentally deleted the video, so I knew right where he was. And I want to say really quickly that a lot of people online were talking about how he shouldn't have been in Iraq. He had no business there. Some people might even say that he asked for this, being Jewish and going to the Middle East. But this guy, people don't understand, this guy, you know, he was a businessman. And he was simply going there to conduct his business and try to get people to invest in his product or buy his product or what have you. And, you know, listen, he knew it was dangerous going over there, and that's fine. Many people from decades and hundreds of years past have gone into environments that were dangerous. And, you know, we wake up every day not knowing if we're truly 100% guaranteed to go back to sleep on our own beds, if you know what I mean. And I don't fault this guy at all. You know, he went out there and, you know, he died a horrible death, and some of the stuff I was seeing online about, oh, he shouldn't have been there. I mean, it made me sad for him because it's like, hey, he didn't go out there to be brutally murdered online and to have, tens and hundreds of thousands of people watch him get beheaded. He went out there just to do what we all do, including myself and you watching, do every day, and that's to make a living. That's to make a living. Just 26 years old. Just turned 26 a month after. April 2nd, 1978 to May 7th, 2004. And I believe these are his grandparents, I believe, right here. So. I seen his dad online. He had he was being interviewed, and that's just a terrible, horrible way to have to bury your son, knowing his last moments on earth were brutal torture, a way to die that none of us would ever even want any of our worst enemies to die. And rest in peace to Nicholas Berg, and my condolences to the Berg family. And we always got to be careful, and I will say we always got to be careful and know our surroundings. But that was not deserved at all, of course. But like I always say, every dog has his day. And the guy that murdered him is no longer on this planet. He was turned into a smudge. It's too bad we couldn't capture him and do to him what he did to Nick. But rest assured, everybody, that man is no longer on this planet able to hurt anybody. Okay, guys, I gotta get going. My condolences to the Bergs. All right, hitting the road, signing off. I'll catch up with you later. Peace out.